Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. So as you all know, I've got a coach, and yes, I've been learning along the way. So I've been learning loads of little bits which I didn't even know myself. So I've been picking up loads of stuff from my coach which I now want to pass on to you in this video. Okay, so everything that I've learned over the last 5 months with my coach, I'm going to try and put into this video as well, because I want to see if I can just try and help at least a handful of people. If I can help a handful of people somewhere out in this world, I'm going to be happy with it. So my coach has helped me go from 90 kgs, okay, so there's me at 90, okay, and then obviously we've been working really hard with it as well, and then there's me now sitting at 74 kgs, okay. I'm also been helping out some of my clients which I've got coming into my boot camps as well. I've helped out a couple of family members as well. As you can see, I'm just going to whack the photo just for you up there that I've helped them out as well. So in this video, I'm just going to give you some how I've done it. I'm going to do it step by step, and I'm going to just try and put it into the best order that I can get it for you as well. So I'm going to try and put everything in for you all in one big video here. Okay, so next step we then need to do is create ourselves some really good habits. Like one, we need to be drinking at least 2 litres of water a day, okay? I drink about 2 of these, okay, so this is a 2 litre bottle, so I aim for about 4 litres of water a day. But your maximum, just to start with, I want you to try and drink at least 2 litres of water, okay? A day, okay. The second habit I want you to create is setting up yourself a step goal, okay. So what I mean by this is, if you can only hit 5,000 steps, just hit the 5,000 steps, okay, and then slowly increase it over time, okay. What I want you to then eventually do is get yourself up to about 10 to 12,000 steps per day, okay. And then obviously once you can get up to that, because that is the recommended amount of steps that we need you to do, okay, for this thing to work. And then if you want to go a little bit higher, feel free to go that little bit higher. Challenge yourself if you really want to if you can get to 15,000, if you can get to 20,000. Me personally, where I'm still in a deficit now, I'm aiming for 20,000 steps a day, okay, because I can easily do that anyway, okay. So what I mean by getting your steps in is you can park further away from the supermarket, okay, and that way you've got to walk in, okay. You're brushing your teeth, you can just walk around your house and just get your steps in that way. Adverts come on the TV, instead of fast forwarding it with the remote, which I know everybody does, just get up, just walk around the house for 2 minutes until your program then comes back on as well. And then obviously after you've had every single meal, okay, so when you've had your breakfast, lunch and your dinners, try and go for a walk, okay. Now if you can't walk outside, it's fine, just stick some music on, okay, and then just walk around your house for 15 to 20 minutes as well. That's another good way of getting your okay. So you're also going to need to get yourself a pair of weighing scales, okay. So these are super cheap. I think I paid like $6.99 for this thing here. Super handy to have as well, okay, because you will need to be weighing out your food intake as well, okay. So that way you don't go over into a surplus without even knowing it, because this is where a lot of people go wrong, is they do not weigh their food, and then what happens is they then go over in a surplus without even realizing it, which is obviously just going to start piling it back on over time, which is where people normally go wrong, okay. So you're going to need a pair of scales, and then what I use is I use MyFitnessPal, which is just there, okay. This is ideal because it just helps me to track my foods. It helps me to stay where I need to be as well into my deficit, okay. So that's the other thing you're going to need to do, is just get a pair of scales and then download MyFitnessPal. Again, that's completely free, you don't have to pay for that as well. So you just literally just log all your foods in, okay. Now the other thing I'm going to need you to do is get a pair of weighing scales, okay. I need you to start putting this into a habit, okay, where you're going to weigh yourself every single day. I'm going to explain to you in a minute why we get everyone to weigh themselves every single day. Now, if you do have trouble weighing yourself every single day, okay, try and weigh yourself every other day, okay, because what we're going to try and do is we're going to take that weekly average, okay. So we need to see what is going on. We need to see the little dips as well, which is going on in your weight loss journey, because then we can just see what it is. Because 9 out of 10, it's going to be digestion, lack of sleep. It could be women's problem. There's a number of different reasons, okay? I'm going to explain to you how that is going to work in about 2 seconds, okay? But that is what I want you to do, is literally just get on the scales and weigh yourself every single day, and I want you just to mark it down for me. What people think weight loss is, okay, is they think, okay, this is your starting weight here, this is your goal weight, okay, down here. What people think that it is, okay, is they think it goes down in one straight line, okay? This is where people go wrong, okay? It does not go down in a straight line, because what people then do is they'll see the weight goes up a little bit, and then they go really drastic and they start overdoing it with the cardio, or they'll just decrease their calories even lower. No, you don't need to do that, okay? So what we're going to do is going to rub that little line off there. Okay, so what is going to happen, it's like a roller coaster effect, okay? So it's going to come down, it's going to come up, it's going to come down, it's going to come up, it's going to come down, it's going to come up, it's going to come down, it's going to come up, it's going to come down, it's going to come up, and it's going to come down. Eventually you will get to where you need to get to, okay? This is what I like to call the roller coaster effect, okay? So it looks like a giant roller coaster as you're working your way down. Again, just imagine a football going down the stairs, okay? It's going to bounce on every single step, okay? So that's what it's going to do. It's going to bounce every single step until it hits its bottom step, which is your goal weight, where you want to be, okay? So these little dips, like I just said, could be down to digestion. It could be down to lack of sleep. It could be down to women's problems as well. Just do not worry, because what we're going to be doing is weighing yourself every single day. We're going to see the little fluctuations going up. We're going to see them going down. And then we're going to take the weekly average, okay? That will then be your new lowest weight, okay? This is where Weight Watchers, this is where Slimming World completely mug people off, okay? I'm going to get some stick in the comment section for this as well. But they get you to go and weigh in the afternoon, okay? When you've already eaten as well. So you could be full up from water. You could be full up from food. Your you still could be digesting food as well. So obviously the scales are going. Okay, so we've got the habits going into place, okay? So that's the first thing you need to concentrate on. And you need to be doing this for about 2 weeks, just working on those habits, okay? Even if you just do one at a time, let's just say you're drinking the water, okay? Let's just say, right, first week, I'm going to try and drink that 2 litres of water, okay? That's my goal. And then the second week, I'm going to slowly start increasing the steps up, okay? So just do it nice and slowly. So it's roughly, this is what we like to call the foundation stages, okay? So this is where we put the foundation of everything we're going to do. It's just like building a house, okay? So when you go and build a house, you need to literally build the foundation first, okay? So that is your first thing you need to do, is just get that in, okay? Just try and get as many of those habits and just try and work on them bit by bit, okay? And then slowly increase on those habits. Okay, and then it's going to come down to your calorie intake. Now, there is calculators up online which you can do this, which is your TDEE calculator, okay? So I've actually already done a video how to calculate your calorie intake as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in the description for you underneath. It's all going to be linked for you as well, so you can just go and find it. Okay, but I'm going to put that in the comment section for you, so you can just go and have a look. But that's that video already done for you as well. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you can always just do it the old-fashioned ways, which I've always done it as well. This is another really good way of doing it, okay? So as you know, a female needs 2,000 calories, okay? And a male will need 2,500 calories in a day. Okay, so we're going to use the male version for this one, okay? And it's exactly the same for the female, obviously. Okay, so let's just say you've got 2,500 calories, okay? So let's just say there's me, okay? And let's just say I want to maintain this weight for 2,500 calories, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my FitnessPal up, and I'm going to plug in 2,500 calories, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the protein. We're going to bring the protein up, okay, to 1 gram per pound of my body weight. I am then going to put in roughly about 50 to 60 grams of fat in there, and then I'm just going to fill the rest up with my carbohydrates. Now, what I always do is go for the higher protein option, okay, because the high protein is going to fill you up more, and it's got a higher thermic effect, okay. So what that means is every time you eat your protein, you're going to burn more calories at rest, because your body has to digest it at the same time. So your body has to digest all of that protein, and it's a lot harder for it to digest into your system. Okay, so I always recommend just going for it, even if you go over on your protein. So what I like to try and get people to do is, yes, hit your 1 gram per pound of body weight, but do not worry if you go over that. Okay, so your main thing is just concentrate on your protein intake, okay, and then let your carbs and your fats just fall into place until you've hit that magic 2,500 number. It's the same with a female. Do exactly the same thing. Get your 1 pound per gram of your body weight for the protein, and then just concentrate on your protein. So do not worry if you go into 1.2, 1.4, does not worry. And then just let your fats and your carbs just literally just fall into place for you. Okay, that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, and then what I'm going to be doing, I'm then going to track my weight every single day. Okay, so obviously I want to, let's just say I'm maintaining it. Okay, like I've just said, I'm going to maintain it, right? I'm then going to get on those scales every single day. Now, what I'm going to do is, if I see the scales just keeps dropping, okay, what I'm going to do after about a week of tracking that, I'm then going to increase my calorie intake by about 100, okay? And then I'm going to keep tracking myself every single week, okay? And then if it's still dropping down, I'm just going to increase my calorie intake a little bit more. I'm going to just increase it by about 100 calories each time. Now, you don't have to do 100. I have a lady at the moment, and she is doing exactly the same thing, but we're just increasing her calories up by 50 calories each week, okay, because she's just trying to maintain where she is now. But because she's doing so much and her activity level is so high at the moment, we're just increasing it by 50 calories each week, okay. All I'm doing is just adding on some extra carbs and some extra, and maybe just a tiny little of extra fat for her as well at the same time. So we've got a pen that actually works this time, okay. So you got your protein, okay. So every gram of protein that you're going to consume is going to have 4 calories, okay. Every gram of carbohydrate you're going to consume is going to be 4 calories, okay. Now every gram of fat that you're going to consume is going to be 9 calories, okay. Okay, so let's just say I'm on my 2,000, okay, and I'm want to drop the body fat, okay. Now if I see it just keeps dropping down, all I'm going to do from there is I'm just going to stay exactly where I am, okay, because this means I'm actually in that calorie deficit, okay. So if I see a nice little trend going all the way down, I'm going to keep it where it is. I'm just going to keep those calories exactly where it is, okay. So now there's two ways that you can do this, okay. Now there's one way you can either, if obviously you get stuck and it just stays where it is for a very long time, and you know you're not losing any weight, okay, you can drop your calories down by 100, okay, which will then again put you back into a calorie deficit, okay. But I like to try not to use that method, if you know what I mean. I'd rather use the other method, which is the second method, which is increasing my output. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, so let's just say I'm doing 12,000 steps, okay, already, okay, in a day. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll go, right, I'm going to increase that 10 to 12, and I'm going to do 15. Okay, I'm going to hit that 15,000 step mark, okay. I'm just going to increase that. Or let's just say I'm going into the gym, okay. Obviously you're going to do your weights. We're going to go through that later on, okay. We're going to go through this strength training and stuff later on. Let's just say, right, I'm going to get on my treadmill, okay, and I'm going to jump on the treadmill, and I'm going to do 20 minutes after my workout, okay. I'm going to put it onto an incline and just do the workout, okay. It's all about increasing your input. Now the best thing I like to get everybody to do is just do what you like to do. If you don't like that treadmill, don't get on that treadmill. If you don't like the exercise bike, don't get on that exercise bike, okay. Do what you like to do, okay. If you like going for a walk, go for a walk. If you like going for a run, go for a run, okay. I like doing my martial arts, okay. I will go out and I will do my martial arts, okay. So that is one means of cardio that I am doing, okay, because I obviously do the kickboxing, as you can see up there. So I like to increase my martial arts, but I use that for mainly my cardio. and then obviously I'm jumping onto the treadmills, okay, because I don't mind doing that. I just put my headphones in, I just watch a bit of YouTube normally and just get on with it. Obviously I enjoy going out for walks as well, so I incorporate the walks into it as well, okay. If you like dancing, okay, let's just say you like dancing, go down your local nightclub and go dancing, okay? I don't know, put some music on your TV and just dance around the house, okay? That is another good form of cardio. So always recommend doing something that you like, okay? So instead of me dropping my calorie intake down where I'm just going to end up struggling, I'd rather increase my input. My output, okay, so that way I'm burning more calories off at the same time, okay, because that is the most easiest way to do it. Obviously, if it comes down to it, then slowly start to drop them down, but only if you think that you can handle it at the same time. Okay, so when it comes down to the foods that you can have, obviously when you're on a maintenance and a deficit, there is no limits, okay? You can have whatever you want, okay? So what I normally get people to do, okay, is put something that they want at the end of the day, okay? Let's just say someone wants, I don't know, let's just say someone's craving a Kit Kat, okay? This is going to help you with your cravings as well, okay? Scan that Kit Kat in first, okay? It's the first thing you need to scan in, okay? And then after that, what I then get them to do is track in everything, okay? Obviously making the protein really, really high in every single meal, okay? Aiming for about anything between 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal if they can get it in, okay? And then that way they've hit their protein intake. They've also let their fats and their carbs fall into that place for that magic number, and then they've already got that Kit Kat at the end of the night, so they can just munch on that little bit of a Kit Kat. This is going to then satisfy your cravings. It's going to satisfy your sweet tooth. So there is no limits when it comes to food. There is no such thing as a sin. There is no such thing as a speed food. There is no such thing as something you can't have, okay? You can have whatever you want as long as it's in moderation, okay? This is why I get people to then track their calories. That way they can then see where they're going wrong at the same time, okay? But yeah, just have whatever you want. Even if you want some sweets at the end of the night, just have your sweets at the end of the night, okay? You can still have it, okay? Just do not limit yourself from anything. Nothing should be limited. I'm still eating pizzas. I'm still eating the burgers. Nachos has got to be my best weakness. I love absolutely nachos, and I found myself a way of having nachos and putting them into my calorie deficit. I've also found a way of putting donuts into my calorie deficit. If you go back into some of my other videos, you will see that I'm having pizzas, donuts, I'm having everything that I'm enjoying, and I'm still eating in the calorie deficit as well, but I'm making sure my protein intake is ridiculously high. Okay, so you are going to have hurdles along the way on your journey as well, okay? It doesn't matter how long this thing takes you. This thing could take you 3 months, it could take you 4 months, it could take you 5 months. I mean, I'm 5 months in and I'm still going now, okay? So this thing, I'm determined to keep myself going. Yes, I've signed up to a photo shoot because that's one of the goals that I obviously want to hit, okay? So you are going to have hurdles, okay? You are going to have birthday parties, you're going to have anniversaries, you're going to have holidays, okay? There's things that are actually going to come up, okay? And it's going to throw you completely off, okay? So what I normally do is when I've got one of those days, what I do is I just make sure I'm eating stuff which is high in protein, which is gonna fill me up, okay? And then let's just say I'm out with the kids, I'm gonna enjoy myself for a day, okay? I'm not gonna go completely overboard because I filled myself up with so much protein that I'm so super full. But if I want to have a donut and ice creams with the kids later on that day, I will have donuts and ice cream with the kids that day, okay? Yes, you're going to get on the scales the next day. Yes, it's going to probably just shoot up a little bit, but do not worry, you have not put on any weight, okay? All it's going to be is just going to be water weight, okay? It's where your glycogen is going to be super, super high, okay? So all you've got to then do is don't do anything extra with your cardio the next day. Don't go on a stupid run straight after you've eaten that meal, feeling guilty and stuff like that, okay? Just get back on your normal program, okay? Whatever your program is, just stick to that program, okay? Because I can guarantee you within 2 to 3 days, you will find that the water weight will then go, okay, and then it will then just level it all back off to where you was, and then you just carry on going down, okay, until you basically get to your next event. Okay, so that is going to happen. Okay, you are going to have them popping up. There is nothing you can do about it. Okay, that way we're not miserable as well, we're still enjoying ourselves as well. I mean, as long as you're not doing it every single day, and it's like every now and again you're going, right, I'm just going to have this, okay, you're going to be absolutely fine. Obviously, just don't go doing it in 2, 3 or 4 days in a row, because then you are going to have a few bits of trouble along the way on that one as well. Okay, so just make sure you just get back on it the next day. Okay, so what you want to be doing as well every single week is you need to be taking your photos. Okay, so every week you need to be making sure you do a front pose, you're making sure you're doing that side pose, and you're making sure you're doing that back pose as well. Okay, what I do normally get people to do and recommend they do is get their before photos, what they look like before. So do your front, side, back. If you can print it out, stick it on your cabinet where you're going to see it every single day. Okay, and or put it as your screensaver on your phone if you really want to as well. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take photos every single week. Okay, so 1 day a week, let's just say on a Sunday where I do mine. Okay, you're going to do your front, you're going to do your side, you're going to do your back. Okay, because that way then you can look and you'll be able to see the difference as the weeks and the months go on. Okay, you'll be able to see yourself slimming up and stuff, toning up and stuff like that. Also, you're going to be tracking your weight every single day, and then obviously just go by how your clothes feel as well. If your clothes are starting to feel a lot more looser, you know you are doing something right. Okay, and obviously if you're seeing the scales going down, then yes, you know you're doing something right. So just always go by the photos, go by the way your clothes feel, and just hit those scales for me. Okay, so now we're going to go into the training side of things. Okay, so what you need to be doing here is, first of all, you need to look at your schedule. Okay, so you need to look at how busy your schedule, how hectic your schedule is. It could be school runs and stuff like that. And then you need to work out, right, how many days can I work out? Okay, so you should be hitting each muscle group at least twice per week. Okay, so the reason I get you to hit 2 muscle groups twice per week, because 1, you're going to build some lean muscle tissue. Okay, 2, you are going to be able to burn more body fat even at rest. Okay, because your body then needs to hold on to that muscle that you've already got. And then 3, you are going to be toning your body up at the same time. Okay, so this is why we get you to do strength training and we get you to do the cardio. Okay, because if you just do the cardio by itself, yes, you're going to lose weight, but then you're just going to keep saying, I want to look better, I want to look more toned. Okay, so if you do the lifting as well and you do the cardio together and you put them both together, you are going to get results a lot quicker. Okay, so if you're going for that fat loss and you're going for that weight loss, okay, always optimize your strength training first. Okay, so do not worry. I have a lot of women that have said to me, I'm going to get bulky. You're not going to get bulky, trust me. Okay, for a woman to put on that much mass, they need to be taking so much stuff as well on top of that, so you do not need to worry about that. Okay, so what do we mean by training twice a week? So twice a week is going to be hitting those muscle groups twice per week. Okay, so it's just say you can only get to the gym 2 days a week. Okay, all you're going to do, set yourself up a nice little program where you're going to hit full body. Okay, so let's just say you go in on a Monday, you go in on a Thursday. Let's say you go in on a Thursday. Okay, so you do a Monday and a Thursday. So what you're going to do, you're going to hit full body on a Monday. Okay, you're then going to get the rest of the week, you're just going to carry on with your day-to-day life, obviously just making sure you hit your step goals as well, which is 10 to 12,000 steps like I've already said. And then you go back in on Thursday and you hit in your session again. Okay, so what you need to either be doing is, you can take a mobile phone in with you, it's absolutely fine. Okay, so if you can take your phone in with you, you can log it into your notepad on your phone. Okay, just make sure you put your phone on airplane mode so nobody interrupts you. Or you can get a notepad and you can track everything onto that as well. So if you want me to show you a full body workout that you can easily put together, you can just leave it in the comment section for me down there. What I can do is I can literally just show you a really simple full body workout that you can do. You can either do it at home, you can do it in the gym. Okay, this is what I mean. If you can't get to a gym and you can just work out at home, just work out at home, okay? You don't need much equipment. Resistant bands, dead cheap. Okay, you only need 1 or 2 resistant bands and you can do a full body workout with those as well. Again, if you want to see stuff like that, just leave it in the comment section for me under there, and I will quite happily put one of these things together for you just so that you can have a look and just check it out. Okay, so if you can only go to the gym 3 days a week, let's just say you can go Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, okay? You can do an upper session on a Monday, you can do a lower session on a Wednesday, and then Friday you can go in and do the full body. Again, if you can do 4 days a week, you can go upper, lower. If you can do 5 days a week, then you can go push, pull, legs, and then you can go upper and lower. Okay, you can do, there's loads of different programs out there that you can actually get away and do. If you're stuck designing a program, again, leave it in the comment section for me underneath, and leave me your Instagram as well. And what I can do is I can write you out a program and I can just ping it into your Instagram for you that you can just follow along. Okay, so you do not need to be going super heavy as well. Okay, so what we're going to be working on is, you're going to be working on you're going to be working on the tempo, okay, controlling that movement, okay, and then 2, we're going to work on the form, okay. So the best thing to do, just grab yourself a nice lightweight, okay, and just practice the form of it, okay. Just, yes, people are going to probably, no one's going to look at you funny, okay, because you're practicing the form, okay. You need to get the form first before you can start progressively overloading it, okay. So what I mean by this is, you can do the shoulder presses, okay. So we can just come up, hold it there, and you can just control it 1 2 3 all the way down, okay. So that's controlling the movement, okay. That is going to rip into the muscle fibers, okay, and it's going to help grow that muscle tissue as well, okay. So you do not need to go super heavy, okay. So what I normally get people to do is 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 12, okay, and then obviously once they've got the hang of doing it, and that, let's just say someone can get out 12 reps on 10 kgs, okay, on those dumbbells, okay. And then what I'll go and do, so right, try and get 15 out. So either increase your reps by hitting the 15 with it, or if you want, you can up the weight, okay. So you go up to about 11 to 12 kgs, okay, and then just see if you can hit at least another 8 to 10 reps out on that. And then over the weeks, that 8 to 10 reps will come to 10, 11 to 12 to 13, all the way up to 15, okay. That way you're getting more reps out at the same time. That's how we progressively overload. All we're going to do is either we're going to up the weights just a tiny little bit, or 2, you're just going to increase your reps on that certain exercise. Okay, so obviously you can do your weight training, so that needs to be prioritized, okay. That needs to be done, okay. Like I said, just at least twice a week. So if you want and you've got extra time in the gym, you can either jump on one of the cardio pieces of equipment in the gym. They've usually got like treadmills, they've got bikes, they've got loads of stuff, they've got rowers. Just do what works best for you. Or if you just don't really fancy doing them and you'd rather just put some headphones in and just go for a walk with your dog or something, feel free. Just literally just do what works for you for the cardio side as well. Like I said, yes, I do hit the treadmill, but I do the incline, but I watch the YouTube, okay. But then obviously I do my martial arts on top of that, okay, because that's what I enjoy doing, and that gives me a really good cardio burn. Trust me, if anyone's ever done it, okay. But yeah, just do what works for you. I mean, if you like CrossFit, do some CrossFit training afterwards as well. Again, it's entirely up to you which one you want to do, but try and get some cardio put in as well after your weight training. Just do which one you'd rather do. If you want to go swimming after the gym, just go swimming. Just see how long you can go in the swimming pool, and just go up and down, and just keep going and going as well. That's a really good way of doing your cardio as well. But all in all, just make sure you're having fun when you're doing it as well, okay. Remember, this isn't gonna happen overnight, okay. It's taking you a long time to put that weight on, okay. It's also gonna take you a long time to get that weight off, okay. So like I said, it could take up to 12 weeks, it could take 16 weeks, 20 weeks, it could take 6 months, it could take a whole year to get to where you want to get to, okay. But you will get there. All you've got to do is literally all up here, okay. So you've just got to literally put your mind to it and just go for it. Like I said, yes, you are going to have the odd day where you're going to be like, something comes up, you've got an event that's come up, you're going to get asked to go out for drinks. No, do not worry about that. There is low calorie options as well if you want to go out drinking as well. There is a way around that as well if you want me to put stuff like that in another video, okay, because this one's miles too long. Okay, we will stick it in the comment section for me down there, and I will literally give you a cheat sheet how that you can actually get away with still going out on a night out and still stay in your deficit as well, because there is a way around that one as well. So if you just leave it for me underneath, I'll quite happily put that one together for you as well. But yeah, just enjoy the journey, okay? It's like the tortoise and the hare, okay? You can either, one, you can rush it like the hare did. The hare ran around the track and he rushed it, okay? What did he learn? Absolutely nothing along the way. Or you can be the tortoise like me. I'd rather be the tortoise because, yes, one, I'm going to go that little bit slower, okay? But whilst I'm going around that track really slow, I'm learning things at the same time, okay? I'm soaking up that knowledge and it's soaking into my brain, okay? So then I'm picking up the knowledge as I go around, okay? So that way, when I get to the finish line, I've done it, okay? There is really no finish line, but you're going to I'm just basically, once I've finished into my deficit and I have done my photo shoot, I am then looking at going into maintenance. Obviously, I'm using my YouTube channel because I'm helping others as well, because I'm keeping myself accountable and I'm trying to inspire just literally as many people as I possibly can as well on how to do this as well. So that's all I can say. Just keep yourself going. Don't stop. You are going to have slip-ups along the way, okay? But please don't get encouraged by the slip-ups, okay? There is personal trainers out there that will help you as well. Or if you really want some help, just ping me a message in the comment section for me underneath. Give me your Instagram handles and we'll have a little chat on Instagram and I'll just see if I can help out as many people as possible. Okay, so we're going to wrap this video up here because it is really, really long, okay? So I hope all this information has helped you, okay? Just do the best you can, okay? Start off slow and then just build it up nice and slowly all the way up, okay? All right, I will see you guys hopefully in the next video.